What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Fatman Gaming Podcast. This is episode 16, and we are really starting to pump these things out. And again, just a quick thank you to all the subs. We are officially at 102. YouTube stopped taking them away from us, so we are good at 102. Still trying to figure out the because there's 102 of you, so still trying to figure out how to get all those. I'm still working on writing all those names down. Found an app that lets me see all my subscribers because some of you are private. So yeah, that was a pain in the butt. But yeah, we're still working on that. More than likely, we'll have an announcement on a winner come Tuesday for the Chillcast. Be on the lookout for that, guys. So welcome to oh gosh, my phone. Uh,
Your mic's off.
just want to get started by introducing everybody, guys. As usual, I am the Fat Man at the Fat Man Gaming here. Down below us is Z, Zio Keys, Philip, and then over to my side is Blue. So, Z, why don't you give us a quick introduction, and then Blue, you follow, and I got to take this.
All right, welcome guys to the podcast. Just a heads up, just some news. We are thinking of name changing. If you want, you guys can write down in the comments some names you guys think might be clever as well. You know, and we'll see if we like. We'll see if there's any ones we like, and we'll definitely. I think we can all agree that if there is one from a commenter we like, we will definitely shout out that commenter at the end of next week's episode.
He said it pretty well.
Yeah, sounds good. Sorry about that, guys. Had a let me put my phone on silent so it'll just vibrate. Um, all right. So, getting into the world of gaming. Yeah, I know you guys have been pretty busy with the job hunt and all that stuff going on. So, have you guys managed to play anything, Z?
Yes, I've actually been playing on his 3DS. I've
Oh,
been playing
nice.
a modded version of the Super Mario Bros. For the DS.
Correct. While you're doing it, I can pull up the name of it.
Yeah, it's actually really good. It was really fun. It's really catchy. Yeah, it's a it makes the game more difficult. I've been having some issues getting past certain levels.
Is it like a is it a hacked version?
It's a the best way to describe it is it's like a bunch of fans made a second version of the new Super Mario Bros. Game, but they made it so it's not like bogus levels. It's like there's an actual story, there's
Gotcha.
a map, and it's not too hard, but they're more challenging than the first game. I think they also added new power-ups and stuff too.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Alright,
I have a Super Nintendo game like that. It's called Hyper Metroid. It's a modded version of Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo. I bought it at a friend's shop over here, actually close to UZ, and it's called Hyper Metroid. It's a Super Nintendo modded version uh, of Metroid, and man, it's fun. Basically, start super beefy and then beef up even more, and it's like a complete reverse of the actual Super Metroid game. So it's actually really fun.
alright, I'm gonna let you guys take it over real quick. I gotta go use the bathroom. I drink too much.
All right. Um. So yeah. So what have you been playing, Blue?
Me, I actually haven't been playing that much. We finally got this whole setup today, like the streaming area, and I
Oh,
can put my
nice.
legs under the desk. But something I really wanted to get back into is I don't have Cold War, but Zio has it, and he said I can actually play it with the other people who want to play, and they can like play Cold War with us because I'm really good at zombies and multiplayer because I
Hell
grew up
yeah.
as a Call of Duty gamer. Um, and it's just always fun. I guess if I was playing a game, I was only my bad. I've only played this game for like short bursts, but I've been playing 20XX and this mod of Dolphin
What is it?
this mod of Dolphin that's like a mod version of Project M. So it has like
Oh,
50
gotcha,
characters.
gotcha.
I think it adds like a whole nother cast. And it's like
Oh,
basically it
nice.
so it adds a bunch of stages, but it's still like the base PM game, but
Yeah.
It adds a bunch of characters, but it makes it so they're fair. You know what I mean? Not
Right.
like
Right.
we'll add in just a character easy to make. He's gonna be like broken.
Is that
They're
the
all like even out.
and that's like a modded version of Smash?
Yeah, yeah. And
Is
it's
that the
multiplayer.
one that has the Mega Man X and Zero in it?
I think a lot do.
Yeah,
But
those because Mega Man X and Zero are like my two favorite Capcom characters. So yeah. No, so sweet. So what was that first game? Was it you said 20XX?
oh yeah, 20XX. So it's literally Super Smash Brothers Melee, but it's a training hack. So like you can
Right,
turn
right.
off tap jump, you can add a bunch of stages, and then the characters have more skins. But it
Nice.
keeps the same game completely intact. If you are really competitive, you can see when you do L cancels. I don't know if the fellow
Yeah.
nerds out there will
Yeah, yeah,
know
yeah.
the
Yeah,
melee
the L
gamers.
cancels, the wave dashing, all the goodness. I am a melee vet, so um
Who was your mate?
huh?
Who was your
Oh,
mate?
got down and dirty with Fox.
Oh no, I was a Falco and
Oh yeah.
my
Falco
Falco
was
and Ness.
Falco was my second, yeah. Falco was yeah, he was legit. The Fox was they nobody liked playing my Fox because they said he was dirty. And with that speed that he's got and the power, yeah, I could see that. But one of my fallbacks for just sheer raw power was my boy Roy. So,
Roy's our boy.
yeah. Roy is our boy. All right, cool. So me, I haven't really been playing too much. I'm still on Monster Hunter now. I just can't put it down. I'm Hunter rank 35 now. Tearing through the game. I'm kind of at a stump now because all the monsters I'm fighting are 5-star, which is like incredibly powerful. They're basically one hitting me. So I need to find some lower rank monsters so I can gear up, make my gear stronger because I'm pretty low tier right now. So yeah, just Monster Hunter now. I want to crack open the PS5 and get some streaming down, but just really haven't had the time. Monday will be the day for that. I can't wait. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. So moving on, guys. Um, moving on. All right. So in the world of gaming, here's some news for y'all. Spider-Man 2 is now officially preloadable. So those of you who have a PlayStation 5 and have Spider-Man 2 pre-ordered, it is ready to go for preload. It's preload only, so don't get too excited. In other news, and probably big news, I keep going back and forth. I don't know how I feel about this, but as many of you know at the Fat Man Gaming, I am a tech whore. I will literally simp for tech. So the the PlayStation 5 Slim officially announced. Releases next month, November. There's a trailer out for it. I hated the design at first, but now that I've seen the trailer a couple times and kind of analyzed it more, I'm actually in love with it. It's 30% smaller, and yes, my dumbass is probably going to buy one. Um, the bonus is 30% smaller. Liquid metal cooling is now gone, from what I've read. So the liquid cooling, which is actually shorting out some of the PS5s because it leaks, is now taken out, which means better APU cooling and all that, which is actually fantastic. I am friends and with a fellow streamer here, the Computer Booter. He also over at Computer Booter does repair on consoles, PS5 being one of the ones he doesn't really like because of the liquid metal. So also shout out to Ace because Ace is always in this realm of not wanting to do it because the liquid metal sucks when they're doing refurbs. So yeah, that is actually a welcomed addition. Also, the actual really cool part is it has a removable disk drive. So the console itself comes digital, but you have the option of buying the removable disk drive for it. Uh, I don't know how that's gonna work. Also, my biggest fear is that once you put the drive in, it's locked to that console. So if anything happens to it, you can or can't get a new one. I'm not sure. They haven't really mentioned all that. I know for a fact that the Pulse 3D headset, if you lose your dongle, that's it. Your headset's pretty much trash. Um, the downside to the PS5 Slim is it's 450 for the all digital version. So the original PS5 being 399 for all digital, 499 for the disc based. So essentially, they're charging you $50 more on the digital version to be able to upgrade to the disc version, which absolutely makes no sense. I don't know why they didn't just keep it 499 and 399, especially since the Slim is supposed to be the cheaper model from the original. I don't know what Sony's doing lately as far as pricing and all that goes, but yeah, I'm excited for the Slim, but I think the pricing is a fail. So, have you guys seen the PS5 Slim yet? And if you have, are you interested in it, or are you just hoping that now they reduce the price on the original, just grab one of those? So we'll start with you first, Blue.
I actually haven't seen it yet. But I do want to get a PS5. I'll probably get so the Slim. All I remember was like when they came out with the Slim PlayStation 4 and then the Slim PS3 too. You know what I mean? So
Right,
I feel like it would be pretty well, but I hope it just doesn't have issues. Because I remember when they came out with the first rev for those, they did have a lot of issues.
right.
I
Here,
had
I'll pull up the PS5 trailer for you guys so you guys can see it. So go ahead and keep talking, and I'll.
one thing I wanted to say that I had the weirdest issue with. So on the PlayStation Slim, I was really big into zombies on Black Ops 2. I couldn't run Mob of the Dead on it. Like it would just freeze. But then I go on my other PlayStation and it always worked.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know. That's yeah. All right, guys. Here we go. This is the PlayStation 5 Slim trailer. Okay, so there is two different versions. So yeah, I mistakenly said that there was it was the tray was separate. So
Okay.
all right, go ahead and cross out of that, you guys.
Or
We can get the cameras back. Yeah. So now that you guys have seen it, are you even more interested, or do you still like the original version better? Now, Sony has said that the Slim is going to be the one that takes over, and that they're going to sell through what they have of the original version, and then that's it. The Slim is then the one until the rumored Pro comes out, which at this point, the Slim was in the same rumor that the PS5 Pro was in. So that means that's gotta mean there's a 99% chance that the Pro is definitely coming the following year. So Blue gave his stance on it. Z. So are you now interested in getting a PS5 Slim, or do you still want the original model?
Seeing both models side by side, both the slim models, and then knowing what the original one looks like. Honestly, if the original one is just a bit chunkier, it's just beefier, uh, in terms of size. It really doesn't do much more for me. You know, to me, it's just the slim one. It's just less hardware, pretty much, is what it looks like.
Right.
So I would say, I'd probably go for the original because it's gonna be cheaper. I'm the type of
Potentially.
gamer that
I'll give the
they do make it
viewers
cheaper.
I'll give the viewers a PlayStation 5. So it's not going to be very clear because it's well, yeah, never mind. I tried, guys. Not going to be very clear because of the way that the camera set. But yeah, so the PlayStation 5, they say that it's now 30% smaller. So that's pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, I like the design. So here's the other caveat to it is that the bottom plates I don't think are replaceable where the line divides them. So it's the two top plates. So which actually is pretty cool because that gives you kind of a what do they call that design? A two-tone look. So if you have colored plates on top and you have the white ones at the bottom, that's actually going to be kind of cool. I don't know if the bottom plate comes off. Yeah, I'd have to imagine that it would, just because that's where the disc drive is going to be. But I could see sporting a two-tone PS5. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Um, Well, yeah, so that's our take on the PS5 Slim, guys. I'm more than likely gonna get one, so um, yeah. Only thing that disappoints me is the price. So kind of sucks. But moving on, Mario's news Mario Mario's new voice actor for the games has been confirmed. Uh, it's no longer, as we know, Martinet has retired. He is no longer Mario. He's the Mario ambassador now. Still going around the world, traveling and doing stuff for Nintendo as Mario. Um, but the new voice for Mario and Luigi is Kevin Afghani. Um, and let's see, I have some of his stuff right here. So Kevin Afghani is basically new. I think he entered the realm of entertainment in 2018. He has credits in Genshin Impact as Arnold. Uh, he's now Super Mario and Luigi. Um, he was in 2018. He was in Dragon Ball R&R as Raditz, and then in 2020 he in Anime Penguin Red Snow. I don't know what that is. Um, so that's pretty much all he's credited with right now. He's a voice actor. Um, so yeah, Kevin Afghani is now Mario. Really don't have any any here or there about it because I've never really paid any attention to his work. So, D, how do you feel about a new actor taking over Charles Martinet?
It's sad to see the original go, but there does come a time in people's lives where you just have to, like a certain song suggests, you gotta know when to fold them, right?
Yep.
And it seems as though Mario, it was time for him to fold it. He has been doing it for years and years at this point.
Right.
So, I say good luck to him. I wish him the best. And as far as the new guy, you said he was in Dragon Ball R&R?
Yeah, he was in Dragon Ball R&R as Raditz.
I know that series. I know him from us from that channel. I know that channel's from.
Oh,
Uh
okay.
I like that guy's work because I know Masako X is the one that made Dragon Ball R&R. So, and he was the voice of the abridged Goku. So yeah, he is a very
Oh,
good
that's
actor.
who that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then yes, I love this guy then yeah, okay, perfect. I mean, if he can pull off Goku from a bridge, that's awesome. Man,
Well,
shout out
the
to
guy who played Raditz, the one that you said is taking over Mario,
yeah.
he's the one that played Raditz. Moscow X, the creator of the channel, is the one that
Oh,
played the
okay,
Goku.
okay, okay. Okay, well then if he was in a bridge, then yeah, we're in good hands because yeah, that series was phenomenal. Shout out to Dragon Ball Abridged from Team 4 Star. If you guys haven't watched it, go to YouTube and do it. Because yeah, it's hilarious. Right, best buddy?
Yes.
So Blue, Charles Martinet is no longer Mario, and Kevin Afghani is now Mario. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's interesting, but I've learned like even like with jobs, you're gonna go up, you're gonna move to a new position. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, and it's the way of life. But it is interesting. Someone who did do DBZ Abridged because I have seen clips and bits of
Yeah,
that, and I thought it was pretty cool. I think that they chose someone who knows what they're doing, which is really good. You
yeah.
know what I mean? And I think
I
Nintendo made a really good decision.
Yeah, it sounds like they hit a home run on that one. I can't wait to see Mario Wonder. I need to check that out, and I have to hear that voice 'cause I haven't heard it yet. I've been avoiding anything Super Mario Wonder until it comes out. So yeah, all right. Well, good luck and Godspeed to Charles Martinet, and then welcome Kevin Afghani. We look forward to your work. So get the three-man salute over here at the Fat Man Gaming. Um, then in other news, Fortnite rumors. Fortnite is rumored to be bringing back Chapter 1 map completely, which is super exciting because that's when I got into Fortnite when it first started. I love the Chapter 1 map. I kind of think that the newer maps are all dumb. Uh, they're also doing some stuff with Michael Myers right now for the Halloween horror, what I forgot what it's called. And
Yeah, I
I
saw the little
I
trailer for that.
think I might actually be getting into Fortnite this week. I might be firing it up on the old PS5 for some no build mode and getting in there and handing some news there. But so yeah,
I
I just
would
wanted
love to get to do it again, but I can't.
to I just wanted to throw that in there real quick that Fortnite was doing that. And if it's true, that makes me very excited because I do love the chapter 1 map.
Something I wanted to chime in and say about that.
No, go ahead.
I think recently, there were people who were like, "Oh, I hate the newer maps, the newer seasons." You know what I mean? And apparently, someone made a custom game mode of the original maps.
Oh
Like you
wow.
could choose which one. So like you could do battle royale, no build on the first match, whatever you choose.
Oh
I think it's
nice.
just like a world code, and there's a lot of people doing it apparently. I haven't done it yet, but it's just what I've heard.
Oh man, I'll have
But
to check that out. That's pretty cool. And then just some little roundup things. So November is quickly approaching. The PlayStation Portal has officially sold out, guys. I know we reported on this a little while back, but everybody was talking so much trash about this little PlayStation handheld, and now it's sold out. You can't find it anywhere. Scalpers already have it on eBay for twice the price. I managed by the grace of my teeth, by the skin of my teeth, to grab one. So I have one coming. But yeah, kind of amazing all the trash that was talked about the PlayStation Portal, and here it is sold out. Sold
they
out
have
in
a
Japan first.
wait, they have a new like PlayStation Portable that's not the PS Vita anymore. There's like a newer.
There's a caveat to it. So the PlayStation Portal is a you're gonna love this. It's a dual sense controller that's been cut in half with a tablet placed in the middle. It's
It's a Switch.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much. So it's more of a Wii U gamepad because
Oh,
it doesn't do anything like it. So it's essentially a Wii U gamepad versus the Switch because with the Switch you can take the games out and go. On this you can, but it's got to be within your house with Wi-Fi streaming to the device. Uh, Nobody knows for sure if you're going to be able to do anything else with it as far as Netflix and all the other stuff goes. Um, and then nobody knows 100% if you can even take it to like say a Starbucks or somebody with an open Wi-Fi that you can then link to your PS5 from afar.
oh,
So
because they had like the share. What it wasn't share play, but like you could like stream it to the PS Vita before. So they
right,
might
so
implement something like that. Yeah, yeah.
essentially it's a super modified version of that because it's supposed to be zero lag and way better than remote play, which is what this thing is. It's basically a remote play device. So I thought I would just
Oh,
throw that in there as it being sold out. So um yeah, which is actually pretty cool because if I think about it, if Z was to get one, then he could possibly link up from your guys' house to my PS5 and vice versa. So some potential there. Um, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Would that interest you at all, Z? Are you looking forward to the portable or to at least see what it is? We will be doing an unboxing of the portable as soon as it gets here. So
You know, I say I'll keep my opinion on it until after the review.
yeah.
But in the meantime, I will say that I was a little disappointed that it wasn't going to be like the PSPs or the PS Vita.
I was hoping
Uh,
for a bigger version of the Vita. Yeah,
yeah. So my expectations are a bit low on this, but future's yet to come.
yeah. Blue.
I mean, I think it's a cool idea as a whole. I feel like they're gonna eventually make it so you can download the games to go on the go. 'Cause they would have to,
I
right?
would think that's where it's going. I think this is a test run to see if it'll work. I have a feeling that they'll do a firmware update down the line that allows you to do PS Plus on it. They have to, otherwise this thing is basically junk at this point.
Literally, yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, yeah. I bought one for review purposes for us to see where it goes and what it's running. So and it's you can almost guarantee somebody's gonna hack it. Someone's gonna hack it, and this thing's gonna be an emulation monster. So,
It's gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
crazy. Once the
so
modding community gets their hands on it, it's
yeah,
game
and
over.
that's
They're gonna be emulators, everything.
yeah, and that's what I'm hoping for. So I'm very curious to see what's inside of this. Shout out to Spawn Wave, and I'm sure some other people will be in there because Spawnway's gonna get one and tear it down. So I'll be looking forward to that video that he does. Last bit of news before we get into the main topics, because I'm sure we'll discuss other things other than the main topic. So guys, I'm sure you've heard it by now, and if you haven't, I'm gonna let you know. The Microsoft Activision Blizzard King deal is now officially over. Microsoft's Xbox now owns Activision, Blizzard, and King, and sent out a tweet saying that Call of Duty, Diablo, and other stuff are going to eventually be coming to Game Pass. They're going to lay out that line uh pretty quick. So I don't know if you guys seen the announcement trailer for that. And if you want, we can pull it up. We can watch it together, or we can just keep talking about it. But yeah, the deal is officially done. Microsoft owns those three. I couldn't be more excited because the unlimited potential of Call of Duty eventually being absolutely free on Game Pass is killer. Like, pretty much this Activision deal just slam dunked Xbox into further existence. And it kind of pains me at the same time. It hurts my heart because two PlayStation Legends are now owned by Xbox, and that being Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot. They now have a new home. So it's kind of sad, but it's kind of exciting to see because of all the unlimited potential that Game Pass is going to get. So, Blue, what do you think about the Xbox deal finally being done? Are you excited? And what are you hoping for Game Pass? And then Z, you go ahead and take up after he's.
So something I wanted to say about Game Pass. Of course, I hope they could put everything. Um, but I do think Call of Duty coming it to it is amazing, and I wonder if they're gonna add the new Modern Warfare 3 to it. That's what I'm really hoping
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm hoping too. Because if they do, that's killer.
somebody told me they're adding a zombies mode.
Yes, Call it Modern Warfare 3 officially has a zombies mode. Yes.
And my mind is just like, this is gonna be the best game ever. I saw the trailer the other day, and they had all the perks, Juggernaut, all of it. And I was like, this is gonna be crazy because Mario for 3, again, childhood game. I absolutely loved it. I loved the survival mode too. That I actually played that more than the multiplayer. Um, it was like special ops or something,
Right.
and it's just them. Modern Warfare 3 was zombies, so favorite childhood game with zombies. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what goes on there. I'm hoping that Diablo gets on there because I'm a huge Diablo fan. I didn't buy it because the whole thing was coming down. Um, so hold on once. Pause
I'm
this real
also
quick.
I'm also hoping they add the Borderlands series because it'd be worth it to add to Game Pass.
Yeah, Borderlands is sick. So Z, before we go ahead and start the trailer, how do you feel about the Activision deal being finally done, and what do you look forward to Game Pass now?
All I gotta say is it's about damn time they finalized that deal.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and like we've said to guys before, me and Z, I don't know where Blue lies, but me and Z are PlayStation fans at heart. It's always going to be PlayStation first for us. But we were one of the ones that were leading the charge in Activision, the deal being done. It's simply because of I had said, the unlimited potential of what that means for Game Pass. And whether you're an Xbox fan, a PlayStation fan, a Nintendo fan, it doesn't matter. There's no arguing that Game Pass isn't the best or the best deal in gaming. It absolutely 100% is. Whether or not it makes money, I'm not 100% sure. I have my doubts, but it definitely is the best deal in gaming. Um, so yeah. So are you excited, Z?
I'm 100% excited.
All right. So let's go ahead and watch this trailer, guys. And then those of you who are listening on audio, the trailer you can go to YouTube and watch it. It's Xbox Activision trailer. You'll find it. All right. Here we
Is
go,
that
guys.
Omni Man?
I think it's a Warcraft guy. All
Oh,
right. All right, guys. This trailer gave me goosebumps. Here's my boy Price.
All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy, don't miss a tree. So, this is home now. Home. Family.
That's cute.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what
We need an army.
I can get us an army. It's about time.
We're a team. All of us. No one fights alone.
I'll follow you from here on out.
That was beautiful.
Oh my god, what a trailer, dude. That thing, if you don't get goosebumps from that, people, then you just don't love gaming because this deal being done is the greatest thing in Xbox history. Like this solidifies, go ahead and close out, guys. This 100% solidifies Xbox as, I don't know. I worry about PlayStation at this point. Now the deal being struck also means that Nintendo, Steam, and all of the other gaming outlets still have access to Call of Duty. Um, so nothing changes as far as that goes. The other Activision properties, in Blizzard and King, we don't know. So we don't know if Diablo 4 was the last Diablo to ever see itself on a PlayStation console. We don't know that yet. Microsoft has yet to give out that information. But we do know games like Indiana Jones, um, and now officially we know that the Elder Scrolls and any of the other RPGs from Bethesda are no longer coming to PlayStation. It was in the leaked document that came out during the trial. So we officially don't know as far as any other Activision games now where they're where they're gonna lie at. So yeah, so super exciting, man. I can't wait to see the future of Game Pass. It's here. I just can't wait. I'm giddy all over just thinking about it. Um, I got that tingly in my jellies. So so yeah. So any you guys got anything else you want to say about the deal or time to move?
I believe me and Blue can agree. It's time to move on. Wouldn't you think?
Next step, indeed.
All right. So, before we get into the main topic, do you guys have anything else you want to talk about or highlight at all before we get into the main topic?
I don't know. Do you got anything?
Not top of my head.
All right. All right. So, moving into the main topic, guys. This episode might be shorter than our usual ones, guys. But we actually do have a topic. So the topic is basically Jim Ryan, as we had mentioned before, has officially retired. He is leaving. I think they said by April 2024. So he's still got quite a ways to go. But he is stepping down, officially announcing retirement. This leaves PlayStation with a CEO problem. Right now, taking over for him in little bits and spurts is Sony CEO and President Hiroki Totoki. Love the name. He's interim CEO. Whether he not he makes it permanent, we're not really sure. I would still love to nominate Shuhei Yoshida. Got the history of PlayStation. He's got the charisma. He's got the love of the fans, and he'd be the excellent choice to take over PlayStation and potentially bringing it back to its glory days. So the topic is, if you were CEO, what would you do to PlayStation? How would you change it? And what would you do to better it? To right the wrong that's been going on. We'll start with you, Z. Go ahead.
All right. First things first. If I'm CEO, first thing I'm doing, I am gonna change the way how you play online. I'm gonna go back to the days of the PS3 where you didn't need to always have a PlayStation Plus subscription for every single game. Certain games will still require it, but not every game. Uh, for example, I would have to say a game like Call of Duty. I would still require you to have PlayStation Plus for it to play with friends because of how big the game is. It would draw more power, it would draw more RAM usage and all that and all that stuff. So that one would still require a subscription. However, say a game like the complete opposite of that, Minecraft. You would not require PlayStation Plus to play online with friends. It would be completely free to play online.
So kind of like the
Uh,
Fortnite formula.
Pretty much.
Wait, do you I forgot. I haven't played it in a while, but do you need plays do you need PS Plus or Game Pass to
You do not.
play Fortnite online?
You do not.
Okay.
It's one of those games where you also I heard that you don't need Nintendo Switch Online even to run it too. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I forgot how that worked. I haven't played Fortnite in so long. Um, so yeah, go ahead, Z, finish up. You got anything else?
Yeah, another thing I would do is I would not, keeping with the consoles, I would not change anything about them. I would continue releasing them via number, but instead of like actual numbers now, I would start changing them to Roman numerals to make it, fit better. Uh, because because then you can have the PlayStation symbol, and you can integrate into the PlayStation symbol the generation it is. So like with the current gen, the PlayStation 5, you can have the PlayStation symbol, then just edged in behind it, cutting into it would be a V, the Roman numeral of 5. And it would just make it so much so much simpler. It would it wouldn't be that much extra on cost, you know. Uh in terms of performance on the consoles, I wouldn't require them to have I wouldn't I would do away with the pro versions, and I would just make them I would kind of do them like the Samsung and like the Samsung phones. You got your S, you got the base, then you got
Yeah,
the plus, and then you got the ultra. So instead of pro, it would be the slim would be the plus version, and then the pro would just be the ultra version.
right.
Because to me, though, just calling them the PS5 Slim and then the PS5 Pro, it doesn't really roll off the tongue that quickly. But imagine you get a PlayStation 5 Plus, it's the slim version. Then you get the PlayStation 5 Ultra, which is more beefier, can handle a lot more load. It's the pro
Giggity.
version of that. But
giggity.
yeah, that would be my main focus. Really, it's just basic stuff. Like little changes here and there. I wouldn't
Right.
really mess with things too much. Um, if I have to do one more thing, it would probably be designs. I'd start maybe with the next generation of the PlayStation 6, maybe as sort of a homage to the original. I'd probably try to find a way to make it look more like the original,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah,
Uh, or even just like bring the original back into the modern era and like has it as like a little anniversary of when it was first released. However, odd many years now.
they did have the PS1 Mini.
Yeah, but I wouldn't make it a mini. I'd make it the full size console again. You know, so you can play, and it would still be able to play PS1 games. It wouldn't be like like the
Oh, I got
NES
you. You're talking
mini.
about a modern re-release.
Exactly.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. Having PS1 games reprinted.
Yeah, and I would do that for like an anniversary of the PlayStation 1, and after so many odd years, I do it for the PS2, the PS3, and the PS4.
Yeah, that's actually cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I would be doing.
Nice. Blue, you're in the hot seat now. You've been hired. You are PlayStation's new CEO, president and
All right.
CEO. You're in charge of the brand. What would you do to right the ship?
Let me just adjust my imaginary time. Um, so what I would do would be I would actually add back free things like free online, kind of like how Zio did, but I would do it a little bit differently.
Right,
I remember back in the day, they had certain games where even if you had the free online, you had to pay for a subscription to play a specific game.
right.
So I would just add the PlayStation Plus, whatever those games are, it's covered in PlayStation Plus.
Oh yeah, cool.
And then PlayStation Plus will still have PlayStation Now and all the freebies and all that too. Um, I know that's kind of the main thing. The rest I would just figure out, I would feel it out and just figure out what the people want. I would more make it PlayStation for the people. That's just what I would do.
What it
Figure out
was
what
in the PlayStation
the
4 era.
yes.
Yeah, the PlayStation 4 was the golden era of PlayStation, I believe.
It
So,
was definitely the best era.
yeah. So, anything else?
Um so like mostly it would just come down to I would just be more attentive to what the customers want.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
It's
right,
just more of like I would also have polls for the customers, you know what I mean? For
right,
everyone. So they can be like, what do you think we should add? Like he was talking about, I wasn't sure if he was talking about not like emulators, but bringing back PlayStation 1 games, PS2, all those.
right,
I would do something like that. Um, but I'd make that I would add it all into one package if you have PlayStation Plus. So it's kind of like the Nintendo Online Plus expansion pass. You know what I mean?
perfect.
Like with
Yeah,
all the emulators. And I feel like they could just do PlayStation Now, but they'll have it set up in all the different apps. So it's like, oh, I want to play this older version of the game. So they can
right,
have all of them, you know what I mean? Because they'll remaster them and stuff.
right.
Um, it's just little things like that. So
Nice. Um, okay. So, moving on. If both these guys had really great ideas, so I mean, chalk it up to us. I mean, obviously we're PlayStation fans, so what we're talking about. uh So for me, if I was president and CEO of PlayStation, the first thing I am doing is the same thing that these guys said. I am rolling back online play. I am making it to where online play essentially would be free for extra and premium. And then base you're paying like $7, $8 a month because but with the other pluses you're getting all the extras that you get. Then I would do the first thing I would do is acquisitions. I would definitely be going because at this point we're afraid of Microsoft. Microsoft now has some of the best games in the business under their belt now, particularly being Call of Duty. While it's still on your platform, but it has the potential of being free 99 with a Game Pass subscription over there. And I said free, not three, listeners. um, over on Game Pass, or you can pay $70 for it on PS5. And you know that Xbox is going to get all the goodies first. So they're going to get the new maps, they're going to get the new weapon skins, they're going to get all that first. They have exclusivity to anything Call of Duty at this point. So the first thing I would do is I would bring home one of the most iconic developers for PlayStation who really gave the PS1 its start, and that acquisition would be Square Enix. I am it's day one going to Square Enix and I'm saying, what do we need to do to get a deal done to bring you home? Making Final Fantasy VII, all those franchises that Square Enix has exclusive to our platform. And the reason why is because they don't really sell very well on Xbox. So what's the point of them being there? So I'm bringing all that. I'm bringing the Final Fantasy home. I'm bringing all that stuff back to PlayStation where it started. That's day one. Um, and then as far as going any further, I'm giving the fans what they want, like Blue said. I'm giving the fans a sequel to the Order 1886. I'm giving the fans. I mean, we're basically developing new games too at this point, because there's games out there that never that great ideas that come up from developers that just never get to see the light of day. We're going and reaching our hand out more to indie developers and giving them a way into the business, making it to where the indie developers want to develop for PlayStation only. Um, so I'm doing stuff like that. I'm also bringing in and making Shuhei Yoshida more of a prominent figure in there. I'm bringing in more people like let's see, Neil Druckmann, making him more of a PlayStation guy, more than Naughty Dog, and letting him go around to all the studios and give his insight on things. I'm signing exclusivity deals with Bungie, saying, "Hey, we own you. I don't want our stuff over there on Xbox. I want Destiny 3 here and here only." Um, if Xbox wants to play dirty, we'd have to play dirty too. I'm also reaching out to Nintendo and saying, "Hey, what can we do to make a deal so that you and I can share certain things?" Now, how awesome would it be to see a Nintendo game on a PlayStation platform or a PlayStation game on a Nintendo platform? I'm trying to work out deals like that. Um, so yeah, that's basically what I'm doing as PlayStation CEO day one, is just killing it on the acquisitions. Now, I noticed that you guys didn't say anything about acquisitions, so Blue, I'm gonna ask you first, and then Z, think about it, because uh you guys have now PlayStation's pockets. While they're not as deep as Microsoft's, but they're still pretty deep. So if you were to acquire any developer as CEO, one or two, doesn't matter, you take a pick. Which ones are you going to grab?
You first.
You want me to go
All
first?
right, Z
You're
can
the hot
go.
seat.
Z can go.
I'll
All
tag
right.
out. I'm gonna pee really quickly.
All right.
Okay. All right. So I'm PlayStation CEO, and I have to make an acquisition that's gonna rival Microsoft's current Activision one.
No, I
This
took
is
Square
a tough choice.
Enix. So
Square Enix. Okay. So that's out of the. That's out. Uh, I'm gonna go for Wild Play, and I'm gonna say Ubisoft.
nice. Now there's potential for that to happen one day, because Ubisoft is. I've heard there's been rumors that Ubisoft has reached out a few times to test the waters on selling themselves. Now, heaven forbid Microsoft grab them, because that would just be a disaster for everyone. Um, but yeah, Ubisoft would be a good grab for PlayStation. That library is deep. Assassin's Creed, The Division, just Far Cry. You know,
Yeah, and I say Ubisoft strictly for the fact that they have UPlay, which is their uh
right,
rival to Game Pass. Bit more pricier than Game Pass, I'll tell you that,
right.
but
Now
but still
here's
worth it.
now here's the caveat to that. Ubisoft has the distribution rights for Activision, Blizzard, and King games. So whatever Activision games are to be streamed on other platforms, Ubisoft has the say whether or not that happens. So Ubisoft is technically already tied to Xbox. So that's one wrinkle in the chain. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but
and
like going
and could
further into that, I just want to go a little bit further into that really
yeah,
quickly
go for it.
while let Blue continue thinking on his. With Sony acquiring Ubisoft, it does a lot for the Assassin's Creed franchise.
Right,
Um, because on Uplay, Assassin's Creed games that just come out are there day one, any and all, and it's every single Assassin's Creed that has come out today. So they could literally rival Activision on that field by with Xbox releasing games day one. PlayStation would finally have a way to respond to that in kind with oh, there's a new Assassin's Creed game coming out. Oh yeah, we're gonna have it on our new acquisition Ubisoft's Uplay day one to rival Xbox. And I could see that it would bring more flame back to who's gonna be on top this year. People say the console wars are done, and I agree. The console wars are done. They've been done. No one's gonna really take the cake. It's different every. It's like not. It's gonna be the same either way. One's always gonna outdo the other just by a little margin.
The console
However,
the console war is over just because PlayStation is the king of consoles. No if, ands, or buts about it. PlayStation reigns supreme when it comes to console. Microsoft, on
yeah,
the other hand, reigns supreme when it comes to cloud gaming and Game Pass, which is a whole nother category in its own. And of course, Nintendo reigns supreme as far as family games go and the franchises Mario, Zelda, Metroid, F Zero, Smash Bros. You name it, they got it. Pokemon, obviously the biggest ever. So they all reign in supreme in different ways, but when it comes to consoles, PlayStation, there's just no way, nothing about it. I mean, that's just it. They are
yeah,
the number one, and the console wars have been over. That's why the other thing that mention console wars irritates me is when fanboys just go nuts because we've had people comment in our comments that that we're PlayStation fanboys, and it's like, no, we're PlayStation first, but we've said nothing but good things about Xbox and Microsoft the entire year. How they've been kicking PlayStation's butt as far as deals go and all that. And
yeah.
then, of course, we have love for Nintendo. I'm a huge Zelda fan. You're a Mario fan. Blue, your favorite franchise you said earlier was Smash
Smash, and
and Zelda. Oh God, that is, dude. I will buy that off you.
this is the 25th anniversary edition. Yes, I would give it up, but it's too sentimental for me.
I'll
I had
trade you
also the
I'll trade you a solid black one for it.
I don't know about that. I had the gold 3DS XL one. You know,
Oh,
like the
the
all
Link
gold
Between
one.
Worlds one.
No, it had the gold Triforce
Oh,
on it and
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
reflective.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah. All right,
My
guys.
friend modded it, and then he messed up the back panel, so then I
Oh
had to
man,
get rid of that one.
we got a little off topic there, guys. I got excited when I seen that Hylian shield. So
Sorry
yeah,
about
so we're not fanboys by any mean. We are on the spectrum of all three. I play PC games now, so I've joined the master race. Um, I have a Steam Deck, which is my primary drive right now. I play my Steam Deck more than I play anything because of my hard drive that's emulator loaded. Um, so yeah, those who comment fanboys, stop it because we're not. Um, so yeah. Anyways, Z, continue. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, was them not being able to rival Xbox right now on in terms of cloud gaming, them acquisitioning Ubisoft on that on Uplay would be the ultimate I would say fu to Microsoft's Game Pass because right now they're struggling on that end with their PlayStation Plus tiers.
Now there
They're
is
offering all the old games, but
right.
who's gonna pay? Who wants to pay that much? I mean, like I know I don't really want to pay that much a year.
Yeah. Now there is the rumor that PlayStation in the background has been dumping heck of money into the cloud era portion of their service. So we yet to see anything from it, but clearly PlayStation's working on it. So yeah, so Blue, moving on to you. Acquisitions, day one, you got the pocketbook of Sony. They say we need to do something major. What developer are you going out and grabbing?
This is going to be very, very weird, but I would actually go try to partner with Xbox. My goal would be to make it fair for the entire video game industry, so everyone's on the same page and
I
no one's
love this
necessarily
answer.
better.
I love this
Because
answer, and if you go where I think you're going, then you win.
I win the game. All right. But basically, it's just because here's the thing. At the end of the day, we're all gamers. We should be all working together. We shouldn't have these battles of, oh, Xbox is better,
Right.
PlayStation is better. We sit down and play games. Games are cross compatible for a reason. So it's just like it should be fair. Like I believe DLC should come out at the same time for all games. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. They should be updated, but I understand that the main selling points will be their exclusives, and that's where you keep it special. You know what I mean? That's what I would believe. But basically, it's just like being on the same page with everything, and then even doing big collaborations, like making a big PlayStation game, trying something crazy, like merging a online PlayStation Classic with an online Xbox Classic, and trying to make a whole new game with Xbox as a whole, and trying to make two classics in one. Which sounds crazy, but I feel like it'd be a very good idea. It'd be mind blowing too.
And now
I
that
would like to expand on that.
now that you mentioned that, would you actually brought up something? If I was in charge, I would definitely allow Xbox Game Pass on PlayStation.
Mhm.
I would, let's say Xbox, let's strike a deal, cut us 25-30%. We'll put Game Pass on.
We'll put Game Pass on, and you can even be like, you guys can even put PlayStation Plus on there too. More money for you.
Yeah,
And then we get the deals together. It's more
Okay.
money for everyone. You make money, we make money.
right.
Okay. So
Exactly.
I, while you guys were saying that, I actually thought of something. So every now and then, whenever a new generation of consoles comes out, I see this video pop up on my For You page sometimes on YouTube mainly. Uh, there's a company out there that makes a everything console where it's Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and a computer all in one.
Yeah.
To expand off of his idea, how he would run it, you could do something similar of that stature. Make an all-in-one console that plays all generation, that plays all the consoles. You know,
Something I like your idea, but something I would think they would have to start out with. They should make a device where it's just streaming to for like a test. You know what I mean?
yeah, you
Now,
know,
there's the thing, because that's where I see Xbox's future. I don't think Xbox has a console after this. Well, no, because their next console already leaked, so I'm wrong on that. But I think that the console following this, I don't think Xbox has a console anymore. I think they go straight to like a streaming stick or an app on your TV, and it's just Game Pass and XCloud. I don't even see, because if you look on sales charts, Xbox physical games do not sell. They are not making money on their physical games. It's all on Game Pass.
Or
yeah,
s-
and
some,
to expand further about like how combining two different games from both companies. If you were to combine two games I thought of immediately were, you know, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Actually, I'll take that back. Infinite Warfare, the worst Call of Duty, I would say, in my own opinion. Taking that and combining it with Halo, combining both their stories into one and making them intertwine.
Well, it gives you get mashups that you could have potentially. Like you could have, so PlayStation's abandoned first person shooter franchise is Killzone. So you could have a battle royale type game of, say, let's see, Gears of War versus um Killzone. You could make like a battle royale. Okay, these are the Killzone guys. You have your Helgen and you have your, I forgot the name of the Marines, and then you have your Cogs and your Locust on one side, and then they kind of just, best team wins. That's kind of basically what X Defiant was, which has been permanently shelved for right now. So yeah,
Yeah,
you could get, if these guys would work together, the limitless potential is incredible. Now
yeah,
remember, in history, we did almost have one console that was unified, and it was the Super Nintendo and the PlayStation. The PlayStation was originally a Nintendo console, and everybody knows the story of Nintendo backstabbing Sony and going with Philips making the CDI, or no, was it the CDI? I think it was. And well, history repeats itself. Sony went and got the funds to make the PlayStation 1, and we've been talking PlayStation ever since. So,
Mhm. So something I wanted to say really quickly just before I forgot. my mind was like blowing up with like the stupidest idea that could be insane. So you know how I was talking about work together? Something I think to keep the money going to the new consoles for like their classics and everything that's like primarily on that system. I think if we struck a deal with Xbox and PlayStation and made them work together, next console should be able to play any game. So like let's say new Xbox, you can play any PlayStation game, like you put the disc in, if it's not the current console at the moment.
Right.
You know, like the new one. So like it still has its own thing set up. You know, it's not like taking away from being able to play all PlayStation games, you know.
Right.
It was just a little crazy thought, you know.
I would love to one day just have one set top box and that'd be it. I was like, oh, I want to play a Switch game, memory card, or I want to play a PlayStation and an Xbox game, throw it in the console. The likelihood of that happening, zero
It's so slim.
percent. But
Yeah,
we can dream, right?
you can always dream.
All right, you guys want to go take over Sony real quick?
Yeah, okay, how about this? For anyone watching this, when or if this channel blows up, if you guys vote for us for the next CEOs of Sony, we'll all work together and we'll take your guys' words and figure out what to do to make the company better. That's if. So basically, go harass Sony. I'm joking. I'm joking.
And we will unite Xbox and Sony and Nintendo. We will raise the
We'll take
olive
over.
branch. We're raising the olive branch and we're bringing all of them together. Um, so yeah, so one more company, since we're going back and we're talking about exclusives and what we would do as a PlayStation thing, there's one more developer that I would go and snag, and that's Capcom. I would
Ooh,
snag Capcom so quick because you got Resident Evil, you've got uh Monster Hunter, you've got so many for Devil May Cry, so
Mega
many
Man.
Silent Hill, so
Isn't
many
Mega Man
franchises
Capcom?
under the Capcom belt that you can bring in and instantly raise your stocks.
Oh my god, I just thought of something when you said that. Call of Duty Zombies, but since PlayStation would have Capcom, Frank West DLC.
We
But
could
the
also
Just imagine Frank West, you have his camera, and you just going around killing zombies as him.
now if I and again if I was CEO and president of PlayStation and I did buy Capcom, the first thing I'm doing is reviving the Breath of Fire series. That it is a underrated RPG series. It doesn't get its love. It needs to be revived. Needs to be rebooted. That'd be number one. Number two, I would definitely, man, Resident Evil would just be exclusive at that point.
You could,
So,
you could redo the Marvel versus Capcom series and add in who else could you add into that? Because it would be Marvel, Capcom, and then you can add
well, Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, so
yes, yeah. So like you got Marvel characters versus Capcom characters versus
I could also see it if they added to the Capcom games, like the fighting games. You know what I mean?
Mortal Kombat. That's what I was going for.
I was thinking, what if they added the Sackboy from Little Big Planet?
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, like so you would be able to get like Mortal Kombat versus Capcom versus Marvel into one game and have
But
them all fight.
How has no one made a game that's literally like Xbox versus PlayStation versus Nintendo?
yeah,
Like
the
literally, it's just
ultimate,
choose your classic.
the
All right,
ultimate,
subscribers, you heard that? Get on it.
the ultimate
Hey
Smash
yo,
Brothers.
if they do this, you better at least put my name on there somewhere.
Right? Yeah. But my biggest boost, if I ended up acquiring Capcom, it would be reviving Mega Man and Mega Man
Oh,
X. Mega Man, the Mega Man series and the Mega Man X series get no love whatsoever. Capcom even forgets that they have the Blue Bomber. And there was a game, I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but I would suggest you guys go to YouTube and watch it. It was a first person shooter based off Mega Man X. There's live gameplay on it. It was canceled. It was called Maverick. I think it was called Maverick Hunters or Mavericks. But go and check it out. The footage on there is incredible. I think that would have been the best Mega Man game ever released at that point. Um, it was epic looking, and I'm sad that never came out. But before we sign off, do you guys have anything else that you would do? Any acquisition more?
No, I think I'm good. What about you, Blue?
I think I'm chilling right now.
All
I
right.
think we covered a lot, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, this was definitely a great podcast. This one was definitely better put together. It's great that we have a topic. I see good things coming for this episode. So, all 102 of you, like, share, let everybody know that we're here. Help us get to the next milestone. Be on the lookout. The entertainment package is officially activated, and that will be going out on Tuesday on the Chillcast. And then, of course, the next milestone is 500 subs, which is the current gen console giveaway. And then at 1,000 subs, a to be determined one. The entertainment package is built. It's put together. It's amazing. Definitely some awesome stuff in there. I hope somebody not in the US gets it, because someone not in the US, a lot of places don't have the stuff that I put in this box. So that's going to be pretty awesome because they're going to get their hand on some American snackaroos. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. You guys know where to find us. We are here on YouTube. We are the Fat Man Gaming. Name is going to be changed, guys. We are changing the name of the channel with the addition of Blue and the way that it's going. The Fat Man Gaming was originally going to be a solo podcast with just me, but then I decided to include Z, and then Blue joined us, and I think things are perfect right now the way they're going. So I think ultimately a name change is it would be best for us. The name change is to be determined. As soon as we figure out something, you guys will know. We'll announce it, and then yeah, you'll see the logo changes and all that. So, as you guys know, I am the Fat Man at the Fat Man Gaming. That is Zio Phillip over there. Over to the side of me is Blue, Mr. Blue Sky. So, signing out, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. And out, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Game on, legends.